a seat, sip some wisdom, and stay a while. This is the Prosperity Lounge, where growth gets personal. Step inside, we're breaking chains.
Good evening, everybody. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Got a new setup here. All right, hold on. There we go. Just hearing an echo in the background. That's just me on the other. Testing the feed out a little bit. Okay, let's get rid of this microphone here. I don't know why I have these on because can't really hear anything anyway. Take these off. I don't need these. I got my mic. Nobody's talking to me, so. All right. Well, welcome to Lounge Talk, live from the lounge. Wednesday night thing. Might keep doing this. As you know, we have the radio show on the weekend. Saturday mornings from 8:30 to 9. But guess what? No more. That's right. Starting this week, this Friday, in fact, 2 days from now, we will be on Friday nights. That's right. Friday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. live. We're going to be on Praise 96.3 FM here in the Knoxville area, of course. And then we'll be streaming right here online. We're doing it right here on YouTube. And still got to figure out the Facebook stream and possibly Instagram. I'm not sure where on Facebook yet. Right now, I'm just streaming it to my personal profile. Might set up the Prosperity Lounge group in there and send it there as well. But we don't really use the Facebook group because we have the Prosperity Lounge itself, the community space. So, yeah, check it out. This sort of hang here, just think of it as your virtual hangout, man. We're not doing any suits, no sales pitches, just real talk, money, life, business, everything in between. So this isn't a full show. It's a full radio show. It's just sort of like live from the lounge. So it's a little looser, a little lighter, just real talk here. Hopefully some interaction. Just going to keep it casual, take questions, highlight some things that didn't make it to the main episode, tell you what might be coming up in the next episode, kind of highlight a few things from the week. So just grab a drink and sit down, relax. And I got some coffee with me here and good to go. All right. It also gives me a chance to kind of fiddle with the controls here and, get the, stuff that's going on here, like throwing across the bottom here. You can use. Yeah. So basically, I wanted to just jump on and talk about the breaking down some things right now that are affecting your wallet, whether you're working 9 to 5, running a business, or just both. There are several states right now where the minimum wage is being raised. Oregon's now at $15.95 in the Portland area. Nevada just hit 12. DC's at 17. Florida's moving to 13 by September. For small business owners, this cost of increase, especially if you rely on contractors or hourly help. This is going to hit your wallet. You got to figure out what you're going to do. Are you going to raise prices to cover the cost of the higher work? You going to let some people go? How are you going to fill the void? Got to figure that out. Got to look at your bottom line and see what's going on. But let's just say, for example, you are a worker and you're getting this raise. What's it doing for you? $1 an hour. It's about $173 more a month without tax, before taxes. I guess that's right. I did the math in my head. On $8 a day, right? Times 20 working days, 160 give or take, plus an extra day here or there. Yeah, it's about $2,000 a year. It's not nothing. So what are you going to do with it? I mean, yes, things are more expensive, and that's the reason why sometimes there's increases or demand for minimum wage increases, because you have to keep pace with the market and inflation and things like that. I get it. But what are you going to do with the extra $2,000 in your pocket? Let's talk about maybe not absorbing it all into a lifestyle creep. Let's be intentional with it. Where are you in the process? Are you paying off debt? Are you saving for a goal? Are you saving for retirement? Are you just trying to make your budget whole? You know, you're behind every month. Now you're trying to get even. That's what you got to look at, right? If you are looking for a recommendation on it, one of the things I would recommend is this is a split. So look at like a 50% to debt, 30% to savings, and 20% to guilt-free spending. Or just focus 100% on one goal, like building your emergency fund or car repair or student loan buffer. You got to think of raises as, and this is a raise. I mean, it's not your traditional raise, but it is a raise in general. There are opportunities, not upgrades. Okay, if you track your spending for 90 days, you'll actually see where that money's made a difference. Or did it just disappear? One of the best ways to track that is using the prosperity planner that we have available. It's our budgeting tool powered by ProsperBot. It includes an AI and me answering your questions. So it's free for 30 days. And you can get that right inside the Prosperity Lounge. So get in there. It's www.theprosperitylounge.com. It's our free online community. You can get in there. You get all these resources, PDFs, tools, downloads, exclusive content, connections with business owners and individuals at all stages of wherever they're at in the process. The prosperity planner's in there as well. And that's our free tool. Our tool is free for 30 days. So definitely check that out and give it a go. All right, one of the other things coming up this week was going back to our second episode. We talked about student loans. If you want to catch up on any of the episodes we've talked about previously, we have them here on YouTube. They are live streamed, and then they are put up as a podcast. So there's the audio only version here on YouTube as well. It's a little cleaner. It's a little tighter. It doesn't show the behind the scenes of the radio show. And then you have things like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, things like that, where you can download and listen to the show. Appreciate a follow, appreciate a subscribe, appreciate a like, appreciate a 5-star. That'd be great. That helps me out, beats the algorithm, and helps boost it up so more people can see this and hopefully get some help, get on a plan, and get some hope. This is an extension of the Prosperity Lounge. I mean, this is Lounge Talk. It's our behind the scenes kind of just informal talk night, but it is the Prosperity Lounge in general, right? This is all about hope. Hope meets freedom. Growth gets personal. And we tackle some tough issues. And one of the things we tackled in one of our previous episodes was student loan debt. So this week, the federal court paused on Biden's Safe Plan, specifically the 10-year forgiveness rule for low balance borrowers. And that's causing a lot of fear, right? People have already been reaching out about what to do. Some quick stats about it. There's about 8 million people enrolled in this program. There's about $117 a month in average savings, and about over 360,000 people already got forgiveness. Now, my take on this is don't build your budget around Washington. Let me say that again. This is very important. Don't build your budget around Washington. Make it work with zero forgiveness. And if it comes later, bonus. See, that's how we operate from power, not panic. And you're in control, not them. You are. So take back your power. Let's do it, buddy. Let's do it. All right. So what all eyes were on that save plan legal drama. There's another update that didn't make the headlines, but it should have, right? So the Department of Education just announced that they're pausing Social Security garnishment for borrowers in default. That's a big deal, especially for seniors who are living on a fixed income. I mean, over 450,000 borrowers are over the age of 62. They were at risk of having their benefits docked. So that's paused now for the moment. And that's a big deal. Can you imagine the stress for a senior where they are already living paycheck to paycheck, and then now they're going to take the money out of the Social Security? Wow. That's already tough for some people to pay their bills just on Social Security. So that's a good thing. That's paused for now. But other collection activities have resumed as well, or about to. So these are things to look out for. Tax refund seizures are active again. So the Treasury Offset Program has been reactivated. This allows the government to withhold tax refunds from defaulted borrowers. Wage garnishment is expected to resume later this summer. If you've been in default for over 270 days, it could mean up to 15% of your paycheck taken without your consent. Administrative wage garnishments are set to begin again, targeting borrowers, again, like I said, who have not paid anything in 270 days. These measures affect approximately 5.3 million borrowers currently in default. And here's the kicker. Many people don't even know they're in default until the IRS takes their refund or their paycheck gets docked. Isn't that something? Like, you don't know until it's happening. You don't know until it's happening. But what can you do? All right. Well, I've said this before. It's one of the best tools is log in to studentaid.gov. Check your loan status. Check your servicer. Check your default state. Your status. That's your best friend right now. At least it will give you the information that you're looking for. And then explore your options. Is there loan rehabilitation? So many payments to get out of default, right? There's loan consolidation, maybe one fresh new start loan. Income-driven repayments. That's based on what you earn, not what you owe. So there's options available for you to get right. The one option you don't have is to bury your head in the sand and ignore the issue. It's not going to go away. You can try kicking the can down the road, but by the time you deal with it, are you going to be equipped to deal with it? You're more equipped to deal with it now, especially if you're younger and you're working, than when you're in retirement and they start garnishing Social Security. You don't want to have it happen then. So one less night out, one less movie night, one less dinner out somewhere during the month, and put the money towards your debt. your student loan debt. Get right. Right now is also a bonus thing. There's a bill on the table right now called the Ending Administrative Wage Garnishment Act. That would stop this garnishment for now as well. It's just a proposal. But again, like I said, don't wait on Washington to protect you. You need to take action now. Remember, freedom lives where faith and action meet. Take action. You're in control of that action. Collections, they don't care about confusion. But you can get ahead of them. And we're here to help you do it. Summer travel is here. And this affects a lot of us. It affects everybody, basically. And so is the summer gas surge. Prices are starting to creep up a little bit. National average is around $3.50 a gallon. Here in Tennessee, about the national, the average was $3.09. I'm still paying way under that. I'm paying in the mid twos, $2.50. Some places are $2.70. Some places are $2.40. California's up over $5 again, and then some. In fact, real time here. Let's do this. It's a great app called Gas Buddy, and you can get into the app, and you can find the gas stations near you, and you can search and find the prices. So here's a couple in California here. Let's look in the map. Talking Bay Area, San Francisco area. Let's see, downtown San Francisco. We got mid fours, $4.65 right now for gas. Let's go down to LA. What's LA gas? Low fours. Not too bad. But some of the ones off the highway, you do see some that are like mid fours, fives, depending where you're at. But we are here in East Tennessee right now. We are, let's see, our location at 237, 239. So, it's beginning of summer. It's only the first week of June. It's going to go up. So, this is important if you're side hustling or making delivery runs. This isn't just an expense to you. It's lost profit. So what you want to do is you want to treat your gas as a line item in your budget. Give it its own budget line. Track it weekly. Explore rewards programs, fuel efficient batching, things like that. Rewards programs are great. There's definitely some gas reward programs that are out there. I think it's Shell has like a 5 cents off a gallon if you put in your code, but they tend to be on the higher side of gas anyway. And also utilize the gas stations at the grocery store if you have their club cards and stuff. Like, for example, we have Kroger, and you shop at Kroger and put your number in, and how many points you earn, you earn money off gas. And then you can go gas up for 10 cents off, 20 cents off, 30 cents off, even $1 off sometimes, depending on how much you shop. So explore those programs, look for it, and really keep track of your expenditures, especially if you're out there side hustling to make extra money. You may not want to travel as far to do deliveries. You might want to stay close to the home. That might mean smaller paying jobs, but you might do them more frequently, more of them, since you're closer than the longer ones because of the gas price. So just keep track. For you small business owners out there, we are seeing that small business sales are slowing a little bit this summer. According to the NFIB, the National Federation of Independent Business, 32% of small businesses say poor sales is their number one issue. That's the highest in 2 years. Discretionary spending's down. Consumers are being more selective. That 32%, that's higher than things like inflation, labor quality, even taxes. It's amazing to see that. What are some things you can do as a small business owner to sort of combat that a little bit? Let's think about focusing on your repeat customers, your email list. You've already attained the customer. You already got their information. So it's going to be cheaper for you to reactivate them into a customer than it might be for you to acquire a new customer. So if you have an option to reactivate them by providing a coupon code, discount, referral basis, something that's going to get them back into your fold quicker than normal, it might be worth exploring that. Like value, one of the things like value adds or deep, instead of deep discounts, offer value adds. I mean, it's just about the wording, right? It's not that bad to do it that way. Just think about the wording for it. Don't stop promoting. Don't stop promoting. It might seem slow and it might seem counterproductive, like nobody's shopping with us. Why are we still putting out stuff there? Because what we found is that visibility in a slow season usually equals momentum in the next one. When they're ready to buy a product, they already know where to buy it from because you've been visible to them. And you've been there the whole time, nurturing them along that process of buying. So don't stop promoting. Focus on repeat customers. Focus on your email list. Now let's see if we can tread some water, get through this. Not that much longer till Christmas and the holiday season. So if we can get through this a little bit here, then we start getting the third and fourth quarter, and usually that's when we're doing okay. So I want to ask everybody here and see who's here in the chat right now. If anybody's here, say hi. Post a comment below. Let me know you're here. What are the things, if you're watching this back, comment as well. What's one unexpected expense that you hit last month that hit you pretty hard? Was it gas? Was it groceries? Was it kids' camps? Was it car repair? Let me know. So I want to shift gears just a little bit from current events into some, let me get this off of here. Perfect. Something a little bit more on the personal side. And it's just as powerful when it comes to your finances as also to your business. And that is your brand. More importantly, what are people saying when you're not in the room? Whether you're applying for a job, building a side hustle, or trying to get taken seriously, you have a brand. Your name carries weight. It carries a vibe. It carries a story. Here's the great kicker of all this. If you don't define it, other people will. When I ask the question, what are they saying when you're not in the room? It reminds me of this great Seinfeld episode where George is he's working in an office and he's trying to figure out what people are saying about him behind his back. So he leaves a briefcase with a tape recorder inside of it. And yeah, finds out what people are saying about him. All right. It's like I said, your name carries a weight. Don't let others define you. You define you. So let's try something simple. I want you to describe yourself in 3 words. And if you're watching live, put it in the chat. If you're watching back, put it in the chat, put in the comments. What are the 3 words that describe you? Not your job title, not your resume, but your presence, your purpose, your personality. My three changes a lot, apparently, but I'm really settling in with and comfortable with faithful, practical, and relentless. Those are my three. I'm faithful to the people around me. I'm faithful to my clients. I'm faithful to my family. I'm faithful to myself. I'm practical, not extravagant, not over the top. I think things through, plan ahead, and I'm relentless in getting there. Had a teacher friend of mine. The reason I wrote them down, I wrote some notes here. She was patient, empowering, and curious. Then had a local small business owner that I coached through this last month, and she was resourceful, real, and unstoppable. And I love all that. It's tough. It's a tough exercise, and I want you to do this. And it might take you some time to come back. And if it's taking a little bit of time and you're watching this, you don't know right away, write down the prompt. What are the three words that define you? Describe yourself in 3 words. And then come back and put the answer in. If you really are stuck on it, ask someone close to you. What 3 words come to mind when they think of you? But why does it even matter, right? What's the point of all this? Your brand matters even if you're not branding. Your personal brand is your reputation in action. And right now, more people are hiring, buying, and partnering based on trust and personality, way over perfection. They want to know things like, are you dependable? Are you consistent online and offline? And the big one, do you show up as the same person at work, in your side hustle, and on your socials? Are you authentic? And I think that's, for me, these are the big 3. Are you say who you are? Every time I see you, you're the same person. Picture you in person, talking on the phone, you're always the same. You're consistent with that. You are the same, and you're dependable, reliable, trustworthy. It's important. So what are 3 ways you can start shaping your brand right now? These are low effort, high impact things you can do. First thing on your social medias, clean up your bio. 1 sentence that tells people what you do, who you help, why it matters. I'm looking at mine right now, and I am not practicing what I'm preaching. So let me check mine real quick. Yeah, I have a little bit of it, but I've settled on going back to the 3 words, like I am describing myself. I am putting my job title. It's not a resume. I'm going to challenge myself to fix that. Be consistent. Number 2, be consistent with your tone and message. Are you the same you on Instagram, in your emails, in real life? If not, people are going to get confused. Which one of you is going to show up when I need it? Or when I hire them, when I ask them? Which one of you am I getting? The third thing, Tell small stories that connect. Instead of always pitching people, try sharing a moment. I helped a client today who thought budgeting meant guilt. We fixed it in 15 minutes. Boom. That's relatable. That's authority. You don't always have to post. We have a sale going on now. One of the things we talked about reselling, one of the previous episodes, selling on eBay and building a side hustle or business from that. eBay, Poshmark, those kind of places. And you can post your item in the price. You're blue in the face. You can post your sales to your blue in the face. I sold this for this. I got this for this, and I sold it for that. That's how much money I made, blah, blah, blah. But when you post the thank yous, when you post the impact the item made on somebody because this was an item their mother might have had, or this is something that they were looking for their entire life, whatever it is, when you post those kind of stories, it's impactful. It is impactful. And it's relatable because people see that and they go, I want that too. So you have a coffee shop. It's not all about what the brew is today, or what the special blend is, or the whatever it is. Post pictures of the people in the shop enjoying coffee. Highlight a customer. Highlight a barista. Low effort, high impact. If you got any questions, you're here, pop it in and out. Put them in the chat. Love to see it. Shout out to Brian. Brian has been checking us out for a while. He's very supportive of the channel. We have a connection. The person that did my theme song that you hear at the beginning of the show, at the end of the show, is the same person that did Brian's theme song at Truth Between Lines. Definitely check him out. Check out the song there, and check him out. The songs out on iTunes and things like that, and support our creator, Raven Company, who's putting our music together. Shout out. He's done a few other YouTube channels in the area, and pretty talented. So thank you. And shout out to him. So I got a couple questions here. These are some questions that have come up in the last few weeks as well. A little bit about tonight's episode as well. Here, I put this out earlier on Facebook and Instagram and a couple of the community groups here. One of the questions I got back was, do I need to be on social media to build a brand? Short answer is no. Not everybody can do social media. And social media is such a small piece of an entire sliver of a giant pie of things you should be doing in your business. And if you spend so much time on something that's so tiny in your overall responsibility of a business owner, you're going to neglect those other things. And those other things are money-making opportunities. But you do need to be visible somewhere. Social media is the fastest way to scale trust, but word of mouth, community involvement, newsletters, in-person networking, that builds a rock solid brand too. Pick one channel, show up there, and show up well. Say networking. If you want to be on Facebook to post a couple of things here and there and just have it so you secure your brand across the different channels so nobody else can take it and imitate you, I suggest doing that. Grab an account everywhere. Now, that's not to say use it everywhere. Just grab an account everywhere. This way you have them. But are you using Facebook to promote your local plumbing business to people in a state 12 hours away? I mean, it's cool. I'm not going to use your business. Or do you want to spend that time that you're curating and posting at a chamber event or a local networking event, connecting with people in your community who need a local plumber. And you're the guy showing up to the events, and the other ones aren't. So when they need one, they know who to call, and that's you. And you did that without social media. How do I build a brand when I'm still figuring out what to do? Well, this is a great question as well. Start by branding your values, not your job. Maybe you're not sure you want to be a speaker, a coach, or a reseller. That's cool. But are you an encouraging, consistent, and creative person? Let that be your anchor while your path evolves. And you'll find what you're looking for, but we're looking at values as opposed to objects. We're not talking about this is what I do. I'm a plumber and I fix leaky toilets. That's wonderful. Every plumber fixes leaky toilets. How do you stand out from that? What differentiates you from the other plumbers that fix leaky toilets? I know what you're going to say. Well, I'm reliable. And when people call me, they get a call back. And I take credit card. And I'm available 24/7 in an emergency. That's great. I bet you those other plumbers are too. What makes you different? That's how you figure out your brand. That's how you figure out what you're going to do. All right. This is a great question, actually. I feel like I have multiple sides. How do I unify them? What they kind of mean here, I think, is that we talked earlier, is like being consistent and showing up as the same person as work and everywhere you're at. But don't hide your layers. Just find a thread that connects them. Are they all rooted in helping people grow, for example? Are you bringing clarity? Are you solving problems creatively? That's your through line. That's your brand. I mean, it's okay to be serious on social media and fun in person and practical at home if there's a connection. What's connecting everything together? That's it. Pretty simple. At the end of the day, your brand isn't what you post. It's what people feel after interacting with you. Make it memorable. Make it honest. Above all, make it consistent. This week's episode, coming up on Friday night, we are going to be talking about what we've done in the first 5 weeks so far. We're going to tie it all together. We're going to bring everything back into focus. We're really going to hammer home here things we've talked about. We're really going to talk about the budgeting again and the debt and the different options of getting out of it. We're going to talk about those conversations you need to have with your spouse and your significant other. We're going to talk about those side hustles again. We bring some different strategies and perspective than what we've already talked about, kind of enhance them a little bit and talk a little bit more. We're going to talk about debt payoff. We're going to talk about retirement strategy a little bit, the payoff strategies, the emotional weight of debt. Should you pause retirement to pay off debt? That was a big question last week. And I've gotten a lot of response from that. So we're going to hit that up again a little bit, talk about that a bit, bringing some numbers into the game here. And then get into our Q&A and talk to some people who had some questions over that topic. And then after that, starting the week after, this is our second hour week in June, which would be June 13th. Yeah. Oh, Friday the 13th. Great. We're going to get into some business talk. We're going to start talking about building a business. We're talking about branding a little bit of tonight. that was a sneak peek for you guys. A little bit tonight. We're going to really get to a deeper dive on that. And got some guests lined up coming up for the hour. You may see a guest on here and live on the lounge every so often. But thank you for hanging out. Thank you for checking in with me. We're gonna keep doing this every week on Wednesday nights for now, and then some other things coming down the line. We have our podcast that's getting ready to start recording soon, the Prosperity Lounge podcast. That's where we're going to do a deep dive with some business owners and community leaders and people that are doing important things around the country. We're going to talk to them, learn more about their story, what they're doing, and how you can do it too. So get ready for that. In the meantime, that's a wrap here. That's a wrap on Lounge Talk. Don't forget the full radio show airs every Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. on Praise 96.3 FM. You can listen live locally in the East Tennessee area. You can download their app, listen on their website, or always you can come here to the YouTube channel and we film it, stream it live behind the scenes. The only thing with that is if we're getting something like a phone call in, you won't hear that. You only hear me. It's not connected through the radio station, but you get a little sneak peek of what the radio station looks like and the controls and everything, which is pretty cool. And then the interactive chat actually, which is fun too. And so coming out to that, that's going to be Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern time. Definitely subscribe, hit the notification bell like this, so you get notified, and then come back and click on the notify button on the live stream link that'll be put up. Replays are always on Apple, Spotify, YouTube here as well. Wherever you tune in, we appreciate it. We thank you so much for that. Please share it with a friend. Please tell them also subscribe and to give us a like, give us a thumbs up, give us a 5-star. All that stuff helps the algorithm, helps push this out, helps YouTube say, or Spotify say, or Apple say that this is some good stuff that people need to listen to, or at least maybe not good stuff, but maybe something people should listen to. And then that's very helpful. So I appreciate that. And lastly, head on over to theprosperitylounge.com. It's www.theprosperitylounge.com. Sign up for the lounge. On the Prosperity Lounge page, you'll also see the links for Spotify, YouTube, Apple. You'll see the link for our budget planner, which is the Prosperity Planner, powered by ProsperBot. Get in there. It's free for 30 days. Build out a budget, build out a goal plan, connect your bank account, track your expenses, your income, your outgo. Pretty powerful. And then inside the lounge itself, we have our free guides, our 8-step guide to stop living paycheck to paycheck. That's available in there. We also have our conversation guide, how to have a conversation with your spouse or significant other about money, finances, things you should say, guides, exercises for that as well. We also have our student loan survival guide is in there as well. So check it out. Those are all free tools in there as well. So yeah, that is it for now. See you guys on Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern. Look for the notification, the reminders. So until next time, stay faithful, stay fearless, and remember, freedom lives where faith and action meet. The lounge is always open, and so is your next breakthrough.